Oh boy, we're hearing about some more of the details coming out of Milton, Florida, where for the second time in 6 months, Gulf Coast Guns, owned by Chris Smith down there in Florida, has been raided by the ATF. But guess what? They showed up yesterday and they had to leave because it was the second time they've done it in 6 months, which isn't allowed. I'm going to give you all the details here in just a second, guys. Welcome in. Patrick Parsons here with the American Firearms Association. Want to get right to the details here, guys. This happened in Congressman Matt Gaetz's district. As you know, Congressman Gaetz is lead sponsor of the Abolish the ATF Act, and it just so happens that Chris Smith, the owner of Gulf Coast Gun down there in Milton, Florida, where this raid happened yesterday, testified right next to me at Congressman Matt Gaetz's ATF hearing in late June. So get all the details here straight, okay? Gulf Coast Gun, apparently in violation of federal law, raided for the second time in 6 months, which the ATF is not allowed to do. Number one, it was on his retailer's license a few months ago, and now this was on his manufacturer's license. They're not allowed to do that. And so yesterday they had to cut tail and run and leave down there in Milton, Florida. But this goes deeper, guys. This guy, Chris Smith, testified at Gaetz's field hearing a few months back, and then lo and behold, a couple months later, they're raiding his gun shop. Not to mention, here's the second part of the story. Chris Smith, the owner of the shop, his manager, a guy named Christian O'Brien, the ATF shows up at his house. They show up at Christian O'Brien's house. He has no business there. He has no business hours there. They show up and they have to leave again because they just can't do that. But guess what? They called him a little bit later and they said, "It's okay. We know where you work." This is tyranny on steroids, guys. This is targeting. This is harassment of someone who is very vocal and very outspoken about the unconstitutionality of the ATF and about their raids on his shop. The image you see here, guys, is an image from the Breitbart News story where this story was broken. You can read all of the details there. It has quotes from Congressman Gaetz, more details about the story. I've linked that story down in the description of this video, guys. That's it, okay? We have a solution to what's going on with this federal tyranny, and it is called Abolish the ATF. HR 374 is the bill number, guys. Congressman Matt Gaetz is carrying that bill. We hope to see some fireworks over that legislation over the next few weeks. And this is something that we're saying more and more frequently, guys. I know there's a lot of Second Amendment organizations out there. We've only been around for about 5 years. We actually have been mostly involved in state operations here at the American Firearms Association in about 17 different states around the country. No Second Amendment organization in Washington, D.C. has ever written and had a congressman like Congressman Gaetz introduced Abolish the ATF until the American Firearms Association came along. Get that through your brains. All these Second Amendment organizations over the years, over the decades, have been asking for your money, but never once have they said, you know what, we're going to work with this congressman to get the ball rolling, to introduce legislation, to get rid of the ATF, to abolish it, to defund it, to make it no longer in existence where they can't raid any more gun shops like Gulf Coast Gun down in Milton, Florida. Get that through your brains. That's what we do here at the American Firearms Association. We push and push and push, get issues out into the open, get gun owners, get elected officials talking about it, and we're working with Congressman Gaetz on that legislation right now, guys. So if you enjoy our content, like this video, subscribe to our channel here at the American Firearms Association. You can find us on YouTube, Rumble, all the social media channels that are out there, guys. But most importantly, take action. Call your congressman, call your elected officials, tell them to support, abolish the ATF. That's the only way we can end this tyranny. My name is Patrick Parsons with the American Firearms Association. Guys, like I said, subscribe to our channel. Check back frequently for new content. If you're not yet a member of AFA, join up at joinafa.org. Get involved in the fight. We want you on our team. We want to fight alongside you to get rid of all federal gun control, all gun control at the state level, and kick butt and take names. Never apologize for what you believe in. Never back down. Never give an inch. And we'll talk to y'all soon.